Every year, students at Dartington School for Social Entrepreneurs graduate from our fellowship program with an astonishing range of change projects, community enterprises, ethical businesses, charities, which they have developed over the course of the program. In the following video, we're going to show you 4 of these with their projects 1 year after their graduation.
This project is about making change in urban areas. We now consume 9 calories of fossil fuels for every calorie that's released from our food. I want to get to a world where we can equal that out, even get rid of the fossil fuel. Whether I do it, you do it, or anybody else out there, I don't mind. That's what this is about. My name is Kevin Frediani. I'm the curator of plants and gardens at Paynton Zoo. I've been realising a project that goes outside of the zoo under the umbrella the Foundation for Research into Environmentally Sustainable Horticulture. What that's about is about growing vertically, using less energy, less water, so that our urban centres can grow the food that people need to live and prosper. The Dartington School of Social Entrepreneurs course has been phenomenal in terms of supporting me as I make the change from inside the zoo to outside the zoo, even realising the values of it, how I engage with business, with society, with individuals to make the connections to realise true social change. The project within the zoo has been quite inspirational. The seed money was really to provide an exhibit and grow 10,000 leafy salad crops, which would offset that we were currently buying in for the zoo's animals. I've been able to utilise that through the work with volunteers, with staff on site, with partners external, to reach far more. So we actually not only provide the produce for the restaurant that people can come in and buy, but we train people here. We train people not only how to grow vertically, but also how to develop the systems so that they themselves can start their own businesses. So in that way, this seed money has made a huge difference. Who knows? It may well just be the seed that changes the world.
My story is that I was made redundant from my previous post in May of last year as part of the public sector cuts, and that was a bit of a crossroads for me, and I thought I could look at getting another post of a similar nature for the next 20 years, or I could do something that I really want to do and that will secure an income for me hopefully into the future. So Earth Trails is a combination of my professional expertise and experience and my personal passion, which is the mountain biking. I'm Sam Orford. I'm one of the directors and project manager for a new social enterprise called Earth Trails. Earth Trails is a 2-part business model, so we aim to develop a mountain bike trail centre on the site here at Bicton, and that will run commercially and be open to the public, and it will also provide a vehicle for young people to increase their skill base. So they will do vocational skill building work within a live business setting. So for example, we're going to offer them bike mechanics and bike recycling, trail building. They can become involved in the catering aspect within our sustainable cafe, horticulture, and obviously cycling skills and mountain bike training. Okay, but the next phase is really exciting because we're actually going to pilot some of our young people's programmes. So we've got some funding and we're going to pilot a project called a Trail Building Skill Building Project, whereby we train young people and community volunteers up to be trail builders so that they can then contribute to the development of the tracks when we start to construct those. We're also going to be setting up our bike recycling unit, so these projects will go live from January, and we'll be able to offer young people coming through some bike mechanics and bike repairs skills. We've also got to consolidate our funding position, and I'm hoping that sort of towards the latter part of next year we will be in a position to start building.
I've worked in care since I was 19, and I've seen such a broad spectrum of good services and bad services. I suppose I just feel really strongly about the the things that people find important. You know, these are people who have done an amazing amount in their life. The least we can do is respect them. Just because they've got to an older age doesn't mean that they haven't got the capacity to feel and to be part of society. Hestia Care at Home is a community interest company that is based in Totnes. It's a service that provides personal care to elderly people within their own homes. You hear that everyone says it's a roller coaster, but I know it sounds like a cliche, but it is a roller coaster, and there's times when the paperwork comes through that says that you're now registered with the Inland Revenue and you're a director, and it's nerve-wracking. But there's also that sense of achievement, which I'm sure I will feel when I stop feeling like I'm running on the spot. SSE helped me with the first steps. Where do you even start? So a lot of it I've kind of figured out myself, or I've worked out, or I knew that that's what I needed to do, because that's the process you have to do to set up your own home care company. What was really useful was pulling together at the very end the business plan, because I'd been working on little bits across the year, and I'd been trying to get questionnaires out to people about their feedback, and I'd been doing research, and so knowing that there's been that structure and the input of the business plan meant that I could sit there comfortably and confidently and say, this is what I've got so far and this is what I want to do.
When we are out shopping for food in supermarkets, we don't really have a relationship with what we're buying. We could be buying chicken nuggets or bacon, whatever, and it just doesn't look like the animal that it's come from. We have no idea where it was produced or how it was grown. We just pick it up and we take it home and we eat it. We live in an area that's very beautiful with a rich farming heritage, and we should be making the most of that. My project is a community farm. It's on National Trust land in Buckland-on-Coram in Devon, and it's about engaging the community in learning about food and where it comes from. I think the course at Dartington SSE really given me the confidence and the energy to go through with this project and to stick at it. And I know from the tools that I picked up last year on the course where I can get information and where I can get help. So since graduation, it's been a really busy year. We've increased our chicken flock, we've increased our pig flock, we've increased our bee flock, and we've increased membership as well of the whole group. So proud moments for me have been when the group has really come together and we've managed to gel and to move forward. People who can work together as a community are far more resilient. This year we've had a few disasters. We've had some pigs die of pneumonia, and we've had our chickens taken by foxes. So I think what we've got here, it's a great thing that we can get over problems together and move forward. My advice to new DSSE fellows would be to be confident, to stand your ground, to believe in what you're doing and believe that your project will work. There are a lot of people out there that are behind you, and just keep up the good work.
These are the stories of just 4 of the now over 800 SSE fellows across the UK who are working in some of the most deprived areas of the country, tackling social and environmental problems, changing lives and improving their communities, and above all, leading successful social enterprises. We know that the main impact our graduates can have will be only after 3 to 5 years. But what these videos will have shown you is that what they can do within just 12 months is already remarkable.